We're pursuing our subject of fundamentals in practicing the trumpet. I'd like to talk a little bit about the subject of long tones, lip slurs, and articulation. I am a big believer in practicing scales, and for me, it's very important to establish the portato, the legato tongue, sort of what I like to envision as a brush tongue. And in fact, my when I practice scales, I deal in this way, very long, sort of I like to remember a certain article I read once by Luciano Pavarotti, and he said the most important thing in his singing study was his study of passaggio, the element of going from low to high, high to low. And he says that it took him 6 years of daily practice to connect these registers in his voice. And he says this is the most important part of learning to use your voice as an instrument. And I really think for our instruments, too, the same is true. And so I'm a big believer in practicing scales. This also allows you to master all the keys. A trumpeter who cannot be just as comfortable in C-sharp major as C major is in trouble. And so you want to make sure your ability to play in all keys is as much a reflexive memory as anything. Someone once said that all knowledge starts conscious and ends up subconscious when you really learn something. So at the beginning, when you're learning a technique or learning a new area of skill, it's something that you have to think about and apply consciously. When it becomes part of your subconscious and you don't have to think about it anymore, this is when you really know it. And this is an element we wanted to, a level of learning that we want to achieve in all our skills, if possible. Because you can't really think consciously and perform well at the same time to much degree. So scales of any sort of pattern, I have a basic goal every day. I try to play some sort of scale pattern, and I often make one up, and I put it in every key every day, every key, and I cover what I would call the traditional register of the trumpet, trying to go low F sharp to a little bit above high C, and do as best as I can with that. And it starts sort of pianissimo and legato tongue, and works up. So I would start something like this. And I'm really going la, 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 la. And later on, it's going to develop into something a little bit more comprehensive, and I might end up with something like I just try to go through every key in such a way. At some point, that was just scales and thirds. I might do any variety of patterns. I also might do things that incorporate chords, something like, and put that into every key.